There is a lesser-known story from the Arthurian legends. It's called the Fisher King. Perhaps it matters more now than when it did when it was first told. The story goes a bit like this. There's a king who has been wounded. The wound is not fatal, but it is unhealed within him. Because the king is wounded, the land itself becomes very barren. Crops fail, water dries up, nothing grows. So the people search for solutions. They start by trying to fix the land, but nothing changes. The land does not heal through trying to make it better. It does not heal through effort or force. It heals only when someone asks the king a simple question. What is it that pains you? When the wound is acknowledged, the land then begins to recover. This is not symbolism in a vague sort of sense. It is a structural insight for us. The very condition of a conscious leader shapes the condition of the system. Not only metaphorically, but it's operational. It matters day to day. Modern psychophysiology confirms this, that when we have a dysregulated nervous system, it narrows our perception, it reduces flexibility, increases reactivity, and it distorts our decision-making. Now notice how that might affect the rest. When people responsible for direction are operating from chronic stress, unexamined fear, or internal fragmentation, the systems they oversee begin to reflect that state. Tension rises, creativity drops, short-term decisions dominate long-term clarity. The organizational land becomes barren. For a long time, we framed this as emotional intelligence, or culture work, or personal development, but I believe that framing is way too small. This is about governance. If you are responsible for direction, your internal state is not private. It is an infrastructure. There is a cost for all of us to ignore this basic awareness. We can compensate for skill gaps. We can hire for missing expertise, but you cannot outsource coherence. If you are unwilling to attend to your perceptual state, then it serves no one to set direction. Not because you are unworthy, but because the system will mirror you. This is where conscious leadership must stop being performative. Presence is not a posture. It is regulatory capacity. Vision is not rhetoric. It is the ability to remain coherent in uncertainty. The Fisher King integrated. And when he integrated, the system responded. If you hold responsibility for long-term direction in an institution, in a research agenda, a funding body, a team, in your own home, the question is not, what should we do next? It is, what state are we acting from? Here's a gaze practice that will support systemic coherence. Let your eyes soften into panoramic awareness. Instead of focusing on one point, allow your vision to widen. See the entire field at once. No strain, no effort. Stay here for 1 to 2 minutes. Panoramic gazing reduces threat reactivity. It increases integration across neural networks. It supports coherent perception. As you sit here, notice what shifts when you stop narrowing your attention. What becomes available when your system stabilizes. In the final episode of this series, coming shortly, we'll remove the system entirely and look what remains when there is no audience. Because ultimately, your sovereignty as a conscious leader is tested in the absence of witnesses. And in that moment, you know your true power.